Now, after thinking through the basics, let's see how to actually handle our real life cases. Many people would say youth is wealth. It's something like you have to make full use of your time when you are young, and there's nothing you can do when you get old. You have to gain everything that matters and then monetize all your resources when you're young and relax for the rest of your life. This is not the case for most people, for sure. Youth itself is not capital. Instead, capital is a faith that you believe you have capability. As long as we are confident of what we have, it could be time, could be energy, could be reputation, or other valuable experiences, we should not self-doubt. Life is like playing cards. You need to do two things: get good cards and play them well. And both are lifelong processes. When we are young, we don't have many good cards, not many choices. We need to find ways to grow in order to grab better cards. When we are experienced, we have cards, but we need to be more careful about how to play them well in order to optimize the outcome. People usually say this because it's natural to have stereotypes when meeting a new person. We are expected to act our age. But don't let this restrict us from doing what we want. In computer science, students learn many algorithms, including the greedy algorithm and dynamic programming. They both aim at giving an optimized solution to finish a task in the shortest time possible. The difference is, the greedy algorithm is used to optimize the result for every little step, but it does not plan for the big picture. Eventually, it might not end up with optimal result, which means prioritizing the short-term plan, living at the moment, not worrying about the end. As a comparison, dynamic programming allows each step to be suboptimal and compromised, but the final result will be the best, which means prioritizing the long-term plan for a happy ending while suffering during the middle stages if needed. We sometimes focus too much on the long-term plan and finally design our everyday life. However, life is not like algorithm tasks. We don't know what our final goal is. We cannot even be certain about what happens tomorrow. That being said, living a short-term plan in a very small period might be more suitable for most people. We should treat the future as a lighthouse, as guidance, but don't let it be a pull chain controlling our moves. It's good to have a vision for the future, but we should always focus on the practical tasks, how we grow, and improving our skills and mindset. Coming back to act your age, we should always try to do whatever is best for us based on our current capability and sources instead of considering age. As long as we don't hurt others, we should not prevent ourselves from expanding possibilities. This clearly refers to unnecessary competition and vanity. Even though we don't hear it explicitly, we might implicitly feel something like this. This is time to reflect what we discussed earlier about anxiety factors. If the voice is from others, then does he or she matter to you? If not, then ignore it. If it is, don't change immediately, but keep that in mind for a while. If it's from your own internal voice, then you can try to update your mindset. First, we need to realize that most accomplishments in our current world are achieved by teams, not individuals. That said, in order to achieve something as an individual, we usually need to tie ourselves to a group, an organization, or a company. In addition to that, everyone has his or her own growth path, which shapes different environments for everybody. We don't need to let the uncontrollable environment be part of any competition or vanity. Furthermore, suppose this is something that we find hard to avoid and we have to live with it. Then you should treat it as a tool to utilize, instead of a terror to be afraid of. You should think about what you did better than others, and the time when others look up to you, and consider you as a winner in their mind. That's one way of doing the mental construction if needed. Also, for those who we looked up to, It would be the best if we can just mentally put them in a higher position, but only slightly higher than ourselves. So that we know they are the ones we emulate, but we assume we are able to get there if we fight for it. This is a good vision. We respect people who achieve a lot at a young age, but very often we admit that countless models achieve their goals in the middle age, or even during their declining years. We are used to talking about and evaluating others while considering age as a factor. But it's exactly due to the mental shackle that most people are automatically trapped in their pitfalls of their own making. Is it really declining when you are getting old? Maybe. But since many people think that way and get disappointed in their life, if you can get yourself out of that mindset shackle, you can take advantage of the free time and energy and actually do things that are meaningful to you so that you won't stop growing. Alright, that's it for today's video. To sum up, in our early career, we sometimes feel age anxiety, which contributes to quarter-life crisis. Usually, this comes from either internal or external voices. For the internal factor, we can change our mindset to make ourselves strong and brave. For the external factor, we should treat the voices wisely. For those annoying comments we hear in our real life, we should think about how to handle them, avoid being discouraged by them, as well as seek opportunities to grow from them. Age anxiety is a big topic, maybe an endless topic. But anyway, we should realize that anxiety won't let us grow. It is a reflection and action against anxiety that lets us grow. I believe my current experience is quite limited. I hope to revisit this topic in the future and see whether I have more insights. Thanks for watching to the end, and Max, see you next time.